Heyo, it's me, Harper Savage, and today we're going to be doing a part 2 of the gem stickers. I got everything out, and I've decided I'm going to be starting on the unicorns. Today's video is going to be less about the process, even though you're watching it, and more so about if these diamonds are going to run out before I'm done with the designs. So there's only 2 sets of stickers left, as you saw at the beginning. And now we're just gonna, use up all the diamonds until they're gone. If it wasn't obvious, I am away at this point in time. So this is a voiceover, unfortunately. My least favorite thing to do. I was house sitting again. But this time it wasn't for Biff because he has passed on, unfortunately. So we were just mostly house sitting plants, and then it ended up raining every day, so we didn't have to even be there for that. But it was still nice to get away because, I live with 2 other adults and I have 3 pets, and it was just nice to not have to deal with people and taking care of stuff for a little while. I did not miss the barking. So I only brought a couple of things with me, and I mean it this time. I know last time I was like, I basically didn't bring anything to do. Then I brought like everything to do. So this time I only brought like the gem set, another like a prompt like thing, which you'll see in another video, and color pencils and a couple of paint markers. And that was it. Obviously, I brought coloring books too, but that's besides the point. So I think this whole thing ended up only taking a few hours. I did take a lot of breaks though, so it probably took longer than a couple of hours. Because I know when I do diamond painting for a long time, I get eye strain and neck pain, so I had to keep taking breaks here and there. So don't mind the awkward cutting. But as you can see, I started off with white because it filled in the most amount of space. I wanted to see, like, right away if we were going to have enough diamonds for everything by picking the one that had the most color use, I guess, is the right word here. Also, it bothers me that little spot under the tail was not coated, so I couldn't put any diamonds there. But they gave extra space right there at the butt. Like, you see that? Unless that's the other butt cheek or something. Like, I feel like those shouldn't have gone there, but whatever. There's also a couple of other weird cuts on the unicorn here. Like, the neck on both of them. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's a surgery scar. You don't know. Don't make her self-conscious about it. Gosh, jeez. How dare you bring it up? So we're moving on to the yellow-ish color, kind of gold-ish, green, I don't know. Golden color. Now, in the first video, I did mention that most of these are rhinestones, and they are, except for the black ones, which I didn't end up using this time around, so they're a little bit lighter than the resin diamonds that you're probably used to if you do diamond painting and such. They still stuck the same amount to the stylus and the wax that, like, compared to a resin diamond, so I wasn't really too worried about that. And it was basically the same process. It was just, I think it's mostly the designs that are kind of flawed. I wish it was more on a grid or more full, like they need to be a bit more compacted in, I think. And also, like, who double checked this? Because I still don't understand the butt cheek and then not having any diamonds on that one leg. I think most of these do match their background. There's just a couple of colors that don't match their background. Like I think the pink is a bit too hot for the background color. Purple is a little bit different. There's like a couple colors that are extreme and noticeable, but like I don't think it ended up being a big deal in the end. I wish the lines on the eyes were darker though, because we didn't put any diamonds on them. They kind of like disappear. Like especially the one that's laying down, the unicorn that's laying down. I can barely tell that there's an eye there from the distance I'm seeing it at. But I think that like lines were in purple on the eyes for some reason, but like the outline was black. I don't know. And here we're moving on to the other one. I switched the orientation of it a couple of times because some of the designs are straight up, but some of them are not. And this one says Daydreamer on it, so we have words again. I'm just filling in the cloud. I think I go in the same order that I did with the first set. There's a couple of extra colors on this one though. Like I think there's green and another shade of pink. I can't remember. Oh, there's like that one blue cloud that wasn't on any of the rest of them, I don't think, because I believe I opened that one during this session. Well, right now we're just gonna fill in the little kitty. Like during my time away from home, I did end up working on more like admin-y stuff. Like I went on to Redbubble and I finally put the designs on the mug template properly. Like I was just uploading the image on Redbubble and hoping for the best instead of using the template because I didn't have time to like do templates. But I spent like most of my time working on that type of stuff. This is like more graphical talk, I guess. So if you're not interested in that, I'm sorry. That's what you know, my day job used to be, was a graphic designer. So I like that kind of talk, but I know not everybody does. But yeah, I just went around and I like tweaked things. It took a long time and I'm still not even done because I had to work off of what was on my computer. Because I have since upgraded computers. It's about a year or so old now. And I didn't have all the designs that I had uploaded onto my Redbubble shop on my PC anymore, so lucky for me I have a hard drive laying around with everything still on it, so I'll be able to fix everything eventually someday, maybe. Now I was a little bit worried about the yellow at first, because I felt like there wasn't a lot of yellow compared to how much they were being used. But as you can see, I had enough left. Now this is one of the colors that are dramatically different from their background color. I don't know why that is, because they're very similar, because the two blues are actually next to each other on the kitty. The unicat. And I'm like, I didn't know why they were so similar in background color when their diamonds are not that similar. I don't know, that's just like a little bit of a complaint from me, is The colors aren't as matchy as I would like them to be. And here we go. This one I was worried about too, because I'm like, oh my god, there's not enough here. This cloud is huge. You know, so I'm like getting anxious while I'm sitting there trying to work on the cloud here. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna run out? What's gonna happen? Am I gonna have an incomplete sticker? Let's not forget these are stickers. I think they're gonna be really fun to scrapbook with. I know I used a couple of them already in a spread. Here we go. Are we gonna have enough? We're gonna have enough. We're gonna have enough. All right, we had enough. And I believe that's like the only time we use that color. I don't know why they didn't just try to make it a different color that was already in the whole thing, but whatever. Now we're working on green. From this angle, the green and the yellow look very similar. But I think it's just because they're reflecting off of each other too. And the green doesn't match its background color that much either. Like I'd say the green I was using is like a yellowy green and the background is a bit more on the blue side. Now here are the words that I was talking about. These ones are actually done really nicely. I think the R's should have been a little bit different. Like they should have like tweaked it so that their bottom part wasn't so close together. But other than that, I can still read it. Unlike the first time I did the gem sticker diamond painting. I couldn't understand one of the things at all. I don't even know what it says right now. I can't even remember. Here they are together. Gonna show you some sparkly warklies. There was actually a really cool light beside me. It was like for plants. It was like super reflective. Now we're gonna show you how many diamonds are left in each pack. It's hard for me to say if they're all about the same percentage of diamonds, like per use. I don't know how to like describe what I mean. But there was still enough, so I can do like another like side project if I wanted to. But that is gonna be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to do all the cool YouTubey things of comment, liking, and subscribing, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye bye!